The Wire is one of the most renowned, most beloved pieces of television entertainment. With a 97% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, as well as 9.3 on IMDb, it comes as no surprise that the show got greenlit for 5 seasons, even despite season 2's mixed reviews. Many shows have created worldwide frenzies and received billions in resources from their production teams, but there are only a select few that can pride themselves with a 100% tomato meter badge on any of their seasons. Not only did The Wire receive one of those badges, there were 2 seasons that can boast with a 100% clean tomato score. Season 3 scored 100% for their faithful and humane portrayal of inner city crime, along with a carefully weaved connection between street crime and corruption in politics. Season 4 earned its 100% approval thanks to a careful narrative, leaving no stone unturned on the founding principles of the public sector, from schools to government to police. In this video, we would like to take you back to the amazingly written characters, Boys of Summer, Randy, Mike, Dookie, Naaman, and other kids that took us on a tour of their day-to-day throughout Season 4. Without their phenomenal young talent and their acting contribution, The Wire would still be a great show, but it was these kids for us that carried the show's proverbial crown. Have you ever wondered what happened to these amazing young actors? Well, we did too, and this video is the result of our research. Let's take a look and see what happened to the Wire kids. Starting with our favorite character of the season, Daquan Weems, aka Dookie, portrayed by Jermaine Crawford.
Hello!
Oh no, he's hot!
Well guys, this is Jermaine Crawford. He is now 29 years old, born in Maryland, based in LA. As Dookie, he enchanted my heart. And as Jermaine, he might as well keep it. All jokes aside, Jermaine has a few other roles up his sleeve. He appeared on Person of Interest, The Get Down, and by the way, why the hell did that get canceled? The movie Roxanne, and he is currently working on 2 miniseries that will be coming up next year. However, despite his appearances on TV, Jermaine wants to primarily focus on music and has a fresh EP on his YouTube channel. You guys should definitely check him out there.
A child with a happier ending, named Bryce, was portrayed by Julito McCullum. Fun fact, Julito appeared in a ludicrous music video before he was casted in The Wire. He also danced for Alicia Keys and Missy Elliott, according to his own submitted biography on IMDb. He appeared in episodes of Law & Order Criminal Intent, and other smaller TV shows. He also played in movies alongside Jennifer Hudson, Keke Palmer, Common, and Dakota Fanning, so he's been all around. He's a 30-year-old Brooklyn native, and his Linktree will take you to his podcast on different platforms. He has a movie, God Bless You, which he wrote, produced, and starred in, garnered millions of views on YouTube. It's a pretty solid watch. If you happen to be in Brooklyn, look for DJ Julito and see if you can catch one of his sets.
Randy Wagstaff. Look at him doing his thing. Maestro Harrell's portrayal of Randy opened up a lot of different opportunities for him. You can see him in Suburgatory, House of Lies, Fear the Walking Dead, and just like Julito's appearance in music videos, I managed to spot Maestro in Nelly's music video, Stepped on My J's, which is not a great Nelly song. I literally didn't know about it until doing the research for this. Just like Jermaine Crawford, Maestro focused on music over acting and became a DJ, singer, rapper, and EDM producer. His songs on Spotify have attracted millions, so make sure you're not missing out on this and you go listen to the man's music.
All right, now let's talk about Tristan Wilds, known for his portrayal of Mike Lee. While the recording for The Wire was ongoing, he starred with Donut next to Ryan Gosling in an indie film, Half Nelson. He appeared in The Secret Life of Bees alongside Dakota Fanning and Alicia Keys shortly after The Wire was completed. You can also spot him in the Lucasfilm Red Tails and in the TV drama 90210. In Shots Fired, you can watch Tristan in a cop uniform, and it's kind of weird because we're still used to watching The Wire right now. Outside of acting, Tristan remained busy working on his musical endeavors under the pseudonym Mac Wilds. His debut album, New York, A Love Story, was nominated for the Best Urban Contemporary Album at the Grammys in 2014. He was featured in Jay-Z's music video Rock Boys as Jay-Z's nephew, leading some people to assume that Jay-Z and Wilds were actually related, but those rumors are unfounded. Another music video where you can spot Tristan is in Adele's Hello as her love interest. Way to go. I'm just kidding.
These are our 4 main boys. They came in, captivated our minds, broke our hearts, but they did not do this alone. Wanna know what happened to the rest of the young Wire cast? Here is a quick recap. Snoop is probably one of our favorite murderers of the show. Felicia Person portrays a cold, witty, and surprisingly menacing shadow of Marlo Stanfield, who took over the drug game after the Barksdale era came to an end. In 2007, the actress published her memoir, Grace After Midnight, detailing her life before the breakthrough role in The Wire. Loss, navigating the foster care system, drugs, violence, and living on the streets after being released from serving a sentence for second-degree murder are all explored in the memoir. A tribute video to Michael K. Williams, which Pearson shared on Instagram, details their encounter in a Baltimore club that led to her leaving her old life on the streets behind. Williams and Pearson became very close friends and relied on each other for moral support throughout tough times.
Now let's talk about our least favorite murderer, Canard, or fucking Canard. Thaliso Dingwall was one of the youngest cast members on The Wire, giving the character his spunk, tenacity, and recklessness. I didn't write any of this, my wife did. Thaliso's parents almost rejected the role after reading the script due to the cussing and violent scenes. After their change of heart, they were actively involved on set, making sure that their son understood the nuance of who Canard was and how the environment of children like Canard affects their quality of life. The murder of Omar hit Thaliso especially hard and even made him cry. Thaliso mentions in an interview for the boxing scene that the role really opened his eyes and made him want to help those in communities that experience this in real life, and encourage other kids my age, younger or even older, to stay away from drugs and guns. He adds, "Don't look at my character and think that that's me. Instead, learn from shows like this." Thaliso had appearances in other shows such as Law & Order and Person of Interest, but also focused on music. The Music for Water competition, where he received second place, opened his eyes to how serious the water shortage is, realizing that the need for clean water is worldwide. He joined the board of the organization and continues to support and raise money for underserved communities.
What a wholesome gem that our Canard grew into, right? I must admit that reading about how the role of Canard affected little Lisa on set made me feel guilty for some of the unsavory things we had to say about Canard.
Canard! Fucking goddammit, fucking Nard.
I guess that only means his acting was so phenomenal it made me ignore the child inside. Big ups to the parents helping him navigate such a difficult experience and come out with one of the most wholesome stories of the entire cast.
Not everyone made it to the Hall of Fame after their debut roles. Child actors Zenobia and Sherrod don't have any roles listed in their IMDb outside The Wire, but I did find exciting detail about my favorite boy Donut. Nathan Corbet is currently working with Jermaine Crawford, Dookie, on a new miniseries called We Own This City, which is supposed to take place in Baltimore and revolve around protests after a police killing of a black man.
And this sums up the fates of the Fayette Mafia crew. If you enjoyed this dose of member berries, please consider purchasing this t-shirt off our merch store right now. You will be able to represent the best show ever made in a very low-key way, and you can exchange secret head nods with fellow Wire nerds. On top of that, you will be able to raise funds for living classrooms in East Baltimore. The Baltimore Target Investment Zone develops learning programs that are an effective intervention to empower local community and help create systemic solutions to affect much-needed change in East Baltimore. The Normies will match the profits we make from sales of this design and donate the sum to living classrooms. So please consider buying the merch, stay nerdy, and help us support Baltimore's urban development. We don't do these types of videos very often, but we really enjoy digging deeper into the shows we love. So if you liked what you saw, please click the like button. Let us know how much you enjoyed this essay in the comments. We can't wait to hear your feedback. Thanks so much for sticking around until the end, and as always, fuck 12.